Good morning, card communities. RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. I'm going to stick with this theme of Mike Schmidt items, so bear with me all week. This is going to be what I show, this style item for Mike Schmidt. This is from 1999. Everybody was doing 100-year anniversaries, 100-year lookbacks in 1999 as the millennium was about to change. From 1999, issued by the Phillies, a VHS tape, Phillies Flashback, A Century of Memories. There's Mr. Schmidt on the cover of the VHS tape. That's why it is a Philly or Mike Schmidt item. There's Pete Rose when he set the National League record for hits with Mr. Stan Musial sitting next to him. There's Mike on the back again at the 1983 National League Championship Series. They just defeated the Dodgers. He's hoisting Al Holland. So this is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. My random baseball item of the day. Take a step back. A month or two ago, shout out to Ray from Philly. Ray was in the middle of the Baseball Card Hall of Fame ballot, and he finally decided to put on a 1912 T202 Hassan triple folder, and the one he put on was a Ty Cobb one, but a lot of people complained because it wasn't the right Ty Cobb. Here is a 1993 Upper Deck Baseball Assistance Team reprint from the Baseball Heroes. These were randomly inserted into hit packs that year, but this is the right one. It has Ty Cobb and Huey Jennings as the two Tigers, but the center image is the iconic, legendary image of Ty Cobb sliding into third, the snarl on his face. The man receiving the throw is Jimmy Austin. I believe he was with the Washington Senators at this time. It might have been the Yankees. Let's see what it says at the back here. Jimmy, he's on the St. Louis Browns at the time. There you go. Down here at the bottom, Jimmy Austin of the Browns. So this is the actual Hassan T206 card, at least a reprint of it, that a lot of people say Ray should have put on the ballot. Just for your own thing. I do happen to have one Hassan triple folder. I picked up one featuring some Phillies players. I'm trying on my own to get one copy of every vintage card set ever featuring a member of the Phillies to the best of my ability. So I snagged that one earlier this year. That is my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question. It is now June. I figured I'd keep going with this day in baseball history because it's a very easy thing to do and you get to learn a lot of trivia anyway. So this week in baseball, on this day in baseball history, June the 2nd, 1941, this former player died. That's all I'm going to say. I will say this, there might be more than one, but trust me, when you see the name, that's the one I'm asking for. All right? So that's what your question is, what you're playing for from 2020. Panini, this is a Topps Gallery insert. Modern Artists, Fernando Tatis Jr. All right? Fernando Tatis Jr., Modern Artist from 2020, Topps Gallery insert. All you need to do is shoot me an email with a guess. I will include my email in the description below along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday. All right. Good luck to everybody on that one. All right. Today, what I want to show off, I've talked about this for a while. I'm a set collector. Excuse me. What I want to do is collect every set that I can. I'm certainly never going to have every set ever made, but I'm doing my best to get all the sets I can possibly get. And every once in a while, I get finished with a certain run that I call a set of sets. For example, I have every Fleer box set ever issued. The Fleer box sets, those little 44 card sets, were issued from 1985 through about 1991. That Fleer never issued, but I have all of those. I consider that I have a whole set of those sets. Similar is with the Drake's cakes, the little Drake's snack cakes. They were issued for 8 years from 1981 through 1988. Usually 33 cards in the set. And I have all of those cards. That is a full set of sets, as far as I'm concerned, of the Drake's Cakes cards. Now, recently I finished off a new set of sets. Again, I got others, but let's just stick with the topic at hand today. From 1975 through 1981, Topps issued team cards that you could get in the mail. Now, Topps has been issuing team cards for years. The first team cards came out in the 50s. We all know about them in the 70s and 80s. And then there's more issued in the 2000s and so forth and so on. I've got a couple cards, not recent cards, but 2004, 2003, 2002 Phillies team cards. I am collecting every Phillies team card. One example of every Phillies team cards ever issued. These were part of the base sets. All right. This one is actually a gold version. Looks kind of cool in the gold. But again, from 1975 through 1981, Topps made available through a mail-in promotion for you to get a complete set of the team checklist cards. Now, most people kind of know that that was an option, but never bothered to get it. You're buying the cards, you're getting the packs, you're opening them up, you look inside, you find a team card sometimes. Why would you mail in and get the mail-in offer? Well, it just so happens that some people did. A lot of people took advantage of it. Topps certainly issued them, and I finally have all of them. So they came in folded up sheets, 3-panel sheets, folded, increased therefore, with all the different teams of it shown. And here is the first one, 1975. It is just a giant sheet, uncut, of all the teams. Our Phillies are right there. On the back, you'll see whoever owned this originally began to click the checklists of what cards he had. I do not care. These are not ones that I'm concerned with condition at all. You see the big smudge there. Obviously, the creasing at the fold is awful. But again, I don't care. I wanted, and now I have, all of these team cards. That's from 1975. Obviously, 1976 is next. It's interesting that they changed the orientation of the 1976 version. This one is in pristine condition. No real smudges per se, no checks on the back, but here's her 1976 checklists. Again, they're exact replicas of the ones you got in the packs, although the cardboard is the whiter stock that you got occasionally almost on your O-Peachy or whatever. And this back is perfectly clean. Nobody checked anything, but all your teams are there, including my Phillies. But a really cool item. And again, it's I got every one from 1975 now through 1982, I should say. It wasn't 1981, 1982. Then, in 77, because they added 2 teams in 77, they added the Blue Jays and the Mariners, okay? Now, they didn't have team cards because they hadn't gotten pictures, I guess, of the teams, but Toronto Blue Jays, Seattle Mariners, they were founded in 76, but didn't play their first games until 77, so they didn't have a team photo yet. So they added an extra panel, and to make it, because they added 2 teams, on the third thing on the panel, they put a little advertisement where you get what they call a super card, Topps Super Sports Card Locker. But again, all the cards, all the teams, there's my Phillies right there in the middle, from 77, available again in a checklist variety. These were pretty clean. The front's a little, you can also get a t-shirt there too. The backs are clean, no checklist, no checked items, but the front's a little stained. Again, I'm not overly concerned with the condition. I did not buy these because of the condition. I bought them because they're super cool, and I wanted to have all of them. They're not that expensive. I mean, they might cost you $50 for some of the more rare ones, but some of the less hard to find you can get for 20 bucks if you're so inclined. That was 77. Here's 78. 78 one is really crisp, really mint. Always love seeing the Cubs cards back in the day. Cubs with their floating head style. There's my Phillies. This is in front of Veterans Stadium. Those two statues are still around in the somewhere down in the Phillies complex. So there's your checklist there. This one is, like I said, really a mint sheet. Everything's in good quality, good condition. Really beautiful. I love the back, the orange back of the 78. 78 is one of my favorite sets. 79 is a unique one that I got. I just got the 79 recently. This is the one that completed my set. But you'll see it's the same way. Blue Jays and the Expos are up here. The coupon there. But this one, I think somebody had the intent to get every team card signed by the manager, because this is how it came. The Bill Verdon signature on the Astros and a Herman Frank signature on the Cubs. Now, there's no way to get signatures of everybody on this particular version. Most of these managers are deceased. There's one or two that are still alive. Joe Torre is still alive, but almost every one of the other ones are gone. So it will never be a complete autographed item, nor am I going to even try. But I just thought that was kind of cool. I got 2 free baseball autographs with the purchase of this sheet. And again, it's a really beautiful looking piece of baseball memorabilia. Moving on, that was a 79 set. Moving on to 1980. 80 is also in pristine shape. I'm going to show you the back first. You can notice the blue that they used here looks a lot lighter than the blue you saw on the checklist, because it was a blue and black version. Here it's kind of like a blue on blue. There's a Phillies checklist right there in the middle. So it's going to be right there on the side. 1980. This is how come. This was your mail-in. If you filled out that little thing for the mail-in package, what you got was this sheet. It's not perforated. You had to cut them out. So if you ever find a checklist, someone had to have cut it out without perforations to get it the way it is. So congrats to them for doing it. Here's the 81 version. 81 is also a very mint looking set. Got the Phillies right down there. Nothing on the back at all, like I said. No checks at all. So some of the more recent ones came in pretty darn good shape. And you'd think the 1982 would also be that way, but the problem with the 1982 is it looks like it's really faded on me. And there's a bit of a bent corner, but I don't care about that. This is just for my personal enjoyment. And I think this is the last one, because once the collectors got it, they realized that they got rid of the team photo. Because if you recall, 1982 was a league leader. Or not, I shouldn't say a league leader, the team leader. They put on the front cover of the team checklist, instead of the team photo we all loved, the top batting average leader and lowest ERA leader for either the hitter or the pitcher. And that's what you got in the 1982 checklist. And again, it's a pristine back, no checks at all. But again, this is not what collectors wanted when they sent away for these team checklists. They said they wanted the team photo and the team checklist. And I think that's why they stopped it, because this was the last year they did this promotion. You couldn't get them after this year. So from 1975 through 1982, those mail-in checklists were available. And I have every one of them now. So I'm very happy to have completed that set of sets. All right. Hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support it, to support everybody else in this card community. All right. Thanks for watching. We got more trivia and prizes on Wednesday and Friday, so stop back for that. Otherwise, I will see you soon and have a great week. Take care.